Look at this. Look at this. See that? Grabbing, physically grabbing her, applying pressure, pushing her. Look at Brittany Griner.
What if the biggest star in women's basketball wasn't just injured, but slowly worn down right in front of everyone? What you're about to see isn't just tough defense. It's a pattern of missed calls, a pattern of physical play crossing the line. And now, new footage is raising one uncomfortable question. Did the WNBA fail to protect its most valuable player? Because when Caitlin Clark went down, the league didn't just lose a player. It may have exposed a system.
Finally, a player that's worth paying the money for. Caitlin Clark comes along. What do, WNBA? You beat her up. You treat her like crap. You treat her like she's dog doo-doo, dude. I never seen this in any sport, bro. Not even Jordan.
Take a closer look. Frame by frame, you can see the contact. Grabbing, holding, body pressure that has nothing to do with the ball. And this isn't one isolated moment. This is happening possession after possession. Against one player, Brittany Griner, Ryan Howard, multiple defenders, same approach. And the most shocking part? No whistle.
Caitlin Clark has been moving in slow motion. As good as she's been moving in slow motion. And it is, it makes sense. It genuinely makes sense. All of this stuff. And you've got Scott Agnes, a reporter, saying that the injury has been bothering her since training camp. So she's been playing. So essentially, she was massaging the area and wearing a pad during the Iowa preseason game. They're saying lower leg injury for some reason. Minor quad strains need 2 to 4 weeks of rest, and they can nag you.
On May 26, 2025, the Indiana Fever announced Caitlin Clark would miss time with a quad strain. At first, it sounded routine, but behind the scenes, reports suggested the injury had been building for weeks. She was playing through pain, wearing heat pads, adjusting her movement, and fans started noticing something was off. Her shots falling short, her explosiveness fading. This wasn't sudden. This was accumulation.
People are noting that a grade 1 quad strain is 1 to 2 weeks, a grade 2 quad strain is 3 to 6 weeks, and grade 3s would need surgery. This is not like the end of the world of injuries at all. I think what is so dark about this is that Caitlin Clark will definitely be missing a lot of basketball in a short WNBA season. Obviously, the best thing to do is to rest her so that when she does come back, she is fully healed and the injury can't get worse. Though it is hard to measure when these types of injuries are better, I will say having a quadricep injury is much better than having like a calf injury or a hamstring injury. And I have to say that I did notice in the Liberty game, Caitlin Clark's shots were all very short. So it was showing that she wasn't like getting off and she was having a difficult time making those threes, and a lot of explosiveness from those 3-point shots does come from your legs. Her shot was just so obviously off, and for it to be short, it kind of makes a little sense.
Here's where this story turns from sports into business. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's an economic engine. Games featuring Clark. Over 1 million viewers. Games without her? Barely 400,000. That's not a dip. That's a collapse. After her injury, ticket prices dropped over 40%. The message from fans was loud and clear. They're watching her.
Look at this. Look at how physical they are. Now, granted, Caitlin Clark has been in the weight room this season, but I'm telling you right now, there is only so much your body can take, man. Look at how close Ryan Howard playing her. This is crazy. And this is just one video. I got another one I want to show you guys as well.
Now we get to the most controversial part. The officiating. Stephanie White didn't hold back, calling the situation egregious. She pointed to a shocking stat, a minus 31 free throw disparity. Translation, Clark was driving to the rim, taking contact, and not getting calls. Meanwhile, the other side, getting whistles. This isn't just frustration, it's a pattern being called out publicly.
The commissioner's the worst commissioner in sports. She is horrible. She wants rivalries. this WWE style. Like, nobody wants to see that, Kathy. You're a horrible commissioner. You know what? Have some dignity and just resign today. You ruined this thing. You ruined a great thing. This could be the first time you don't need the NBA assistants to go in the green. But you're going to go in the red this year because you're an idiot. You're stupid, and the fans don't like this shit. We want to see quality basketball. Nobody's asking for Caitlin Clark to get a handout. We just want to see some fair refereeing, because these referees from Temu and Wayfair, they're garbage, bro. I've seen better refereeing at a Pee Wee game, bro, at AAU. They suck. And then on top of that, the players, they're just not likable, man. They're not. That's the problem with the league. They're not likable. Caitlin Clark's likable.
Caitlin Clark's rise hasn't been quiet. It's been explosive. And with that came rivalries, most notably with Angel Reese, a matchup that shattered viewership records, millions tuning in. But with the spotlight came intensity, physical defense, emotional games, and growing tension. Some call it competition, others targeting.
Be here with you guys today. If there wasn't any worry going on in the WNBA executive offices, if there was no worry, oh, people aren't going to turn off, oh, people are still going to show up, if that was the thought that they were having up there in WNBA La La Land, well, now might be the time to hit the panic button. 48 hours after news hits that Caitlin Clark is injured and she'll be missing 2 weeks, the market has responded, and the market has told the WNBA, we don't want this. We want her, but we don't want this. What am I talking about? Indiana Fever ticket prices to games over the next 2 weeks have dropped 42% since Caitlin Clark's injury announcement, an average ticket price of $137, all the way down to $80.
The reaction? Explosive. Analysts like Stephen A. Smith warned, if ratings drop without Clark, it proves everything, that she's not just popular, she's essential. Fans flooded social media, accusing the league of failing to protect her, allowing excessive physicality, ignoring obvious fouls. The narrative shifted overnight, from rookie struggles to league accountability.
How big of a blow is this to the W?
We'll find out. We don't know yet, but I'm going to be really, really interested in seeing, Molly, what kind of effect this has on the WNBA's ratings. Because if for some reason there is a precipitous drop-off, then everybody needs to stand down and recognize the fact that the speculation or the assertions and assumptions about her being the golden goose is validated.
Before the WNBA, Clark had already changed the game. At the University of Iowa, she became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. Her final college game? Millions of viewers. More than some NBA Finals games. She didn't just enter the league. She brought a new audience with her. And now, that audience is watching closely. So what is this really? Is it a league adjusting to a superstar? Or a league struggling to protect one? Because here's the reality. Physical defense is part of basketball. But when it crosses a line and the whistles stay silent, it stops being competition and starts becoming risk.
But if anything, this should be a lesson to the league and a lesson to the officiating, because the amount of contact that is allowed without a foul call and the amount of physicality that Caitlin Clark has to battle through being double teamed and triple teamed, and honestly, it's mostly just not being called for these fouls, needs to be assessed. Caitlin Clark is the league's star player, whether you like it or not. It shows in the bottom line. It shows in the revenue. It shows in the viewership numbers. Every which way you turn, it shows. And as the league star player, she should not be bullied around or ragdolled, just pushed around like she is. There is an undeniable disparity in the officiating. I mean, think about the Kobe whistle in the NBA. No one touched him without an issue.
Caitlin Clark will return. That's not the question. The real question is, what will she return to? A league that protects its stars? Or one that lets them take the hits until something breaks? Because this moment, this injury, this controversy, it's bigger than one player. It's about the future of the WNBA and whether it's ready for the spotlight it asked for.
There is literally footage of Caitlin Clark putting heat compression towards her leg. There is literally footage of her putting heat packs on her leg. There is new footage of her heating up her quad when she's playing. And by the way, people have been at games. I've been getting, if you look like my comment section, I don't read my comment section that much, I'm going to be honest, but some of the times where I have read my comment section, people have genuinely been like, I'm at the game, Caitlin Clark does not look right on the sideline. Caitlin Clark is coming out, she has heat compression on her quad. She was playing injured.
If you made it this far, you already know this story isn't over. Subscribe now because the next chapter might change everything.
To the projections, we're looking at $875 million could easily eclipse $1 billion on her economic impact. Caitlin Clark entering the league last year was responsible for 26.5% of all of their economic activity. So revenue from merchandise, which again, with the CBA as it is currently, she doesn't see a dime of any of that. TV, and then ticket sales, obviously, which again, they don't get anything from that. We know that wherever she goes, she's selling out arenas. The ticket prices skyrocket. Like even trying to get tickets to cover Hawkeye Arena when they played the Brazilian national team at her old school was just insane prices. If she's going on the road, wherever she's going, ticket sales jump by 140%. Average is $312. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know. And what does that overall do to the WNBA? This is your time to shine, ladies. I mean, the ladies of the WNBA have whined and moaned that it's not about one person. Well, okay, for a couple weeks, right here in the middle of it, you get a chance to prove that it's not only about one person. I don't know that that's great for the WNBA. Maybe the WNBA gets a little lesson in the importance of Caitlin Clark.